And a good evening to everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Joel Viss with you live on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network here tonight, live from Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids. Glad to have you along on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network here tonight. It's a big one. It's the Class 2A state quarterfinals, a trip to the Dome on the line here tonight. And the road to the Dome once again goes through Lyon County for the third straight year. West Lyon and Central Lyon George Litterock will battle it out for a right to go to the Unidome and a spot in the state semifinals. That is what's on the line here tonight. You're getting a live look in. We are just about 28 minutes away from kickoff here in Rock Rapids. So glad to have everyone along with us. We're glad we could provide this to you. And a big thank you to each and every one of our sponsors making sure our coverage is possible. And they include the Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Rock Rapids Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Sanford Health, DeNoble Austin Company PC, and the Pepsi Beverage Company, bringing you tonight's broadcast here on our network. The Lions come into tonight a perfect 10-0 on the season, and looking for a top seed down at the Unidome into the Final Four. The West Lyon Wildcats 8-2 overall on the season, but not a bad two losses there. Their two losses come the first game of the season over Western Christian, who is in 1A in the quarterfinals. They're taking on West Sioux down there south of us here tonight. So that is loss number one for them. And their other loss to Central Lyon George Litterock in the opening game of district play earlier this year here at Dicknall Field, a 38-17 loss to the Lions, which they look to rectify and move on here. And the Wildcats looking for a back-to-back trips as they went all the way to the state championship game last year and would like to make a return trip and spoil the year for the Lions, who come in undefeated. Also around the area in Class 2A, OABCIG 9-1 on the year. Their lone loss coming to their opponent tonight as they are in Spirit Lake. And Spirit Lake comes into that game a perfect 10-0 on the season as well. Across the way, a couple upsets over there as Crestwood Cresco is taking on Wahlert Catholic. Wahlert Catholic took down the only other undefeated team last week in the second round where they were able to take over West Marshall. But Wahlert Catholic and Crestwood Cresco in pod number 3. And then in pod number 4, the perfect 10-0 Williamsburg taking on Centerville in that one, which is also another district rematch battle between those games down there. So after tonight, we'll be to the Final Four. We'll know who's going to the Dome. We'll figure out who the seeding is, who they will play. And Class 2A will play next Saturday down there in Cedar Falls, either 10 a.m. or 1 p.m. That yet to be determined by the winners tonight and how the rankings go into that. So we will know that later on tonight and into tomorrow. Well, as we take a break here, we're going to go away, and when we come back, we're going to get together and talk to head coach Curtis Eben, the coach of the Lions. He's going to talk about this big matchup and what it means to his squad to be playing in this game in the state quarterfinals. But up next, we'll hear from the coach of the West Lyon Wildcats, Jay Rosenboom, when we return to our pregame show here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community minded.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here!
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local Pizza Ranch.
And we welcome you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk West Lyon football with the head coach of the Wildcats, Jay Rosenboom. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Coach, let's talk about your West Lyon Wildcat football team. You played Central Lyon George Little Rock earlier in the year, the first game of district play, and since that game where you came up on the short end of it, you guys have been on a roll. You've rolled through the rest of your games, through the playoffs here. You are a totally different team than what came out in that first week.
You know, our district is extremely tough, and we have had to play some great competition. So after the last Central Lyon Georgia Little Rock game, you know, we just had to roll up our sleeves and go to work and try to get better. And our guys have responded and have worked really hard to be at this place right now.
Well, let's talk about last week. You had to go on a long road trip down to Greene County and play a district champion down there. They were 8-1 on the year. Your guys came into that game. You got off the bus, and you guys really got after them.
It was a long trip, and we were very fortunate. We had some fans that were willing to donate some money so we could take a charter bus, as the state doesn't reimburse until you get further along. So we were fortunate to get on a 3-hour or 4-hour charter ride, which helped quite a bit. Our guys came off the bus. They were focused and played great football for 4 quarters.
Absolutely, and to go on the road and pick up a playoff win like that, how is that important as you move on through the rounds?
You know, it's a big deal. It's another step, and you know, I'm proud of our guys for how they prepared for Greene County and how they played. And you enjoy that one for a night, then you have to move on to the next one.
Well, and moving on to that next one, we talk about this the last 3 years. This is how it's set up. Not only is it a Beef Bowl rematch, a rivalry game, a district rematch in there as well. Then you throw the playoffs on top of it, a quarterfinal and a trip to the Dome. It doesn't get a whole lot bigger than this one.
Yeah, it's a big game for both teams. You know, there's a lot at stake and great competition. We really highly respect the Central Lyon George Little Rock football program, their players and coaches, and feel they do everything the right way. And we have a great opportunity to play another round in the playoffs.
Well, you came up short in the regular season to Central Lyon George Little Rock. What are some things that you think you might see from the Lions this time around that might be different from the first?
You know, there's just such a good football team. They just don't have any weaknesses at any position on offense, defense, special teams. Their 2 deep is probably enough to beat most teams' first team. You know, that's how deep we feel like they are. So we kind of feel like they're going to do what they do, and we're going to do what we do, and we'll see what happens.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what the Wildcats do. What are some things that are different from your team that has changed up since the last time you played the Lions?
You know, we really haven't changed all that much. I think we just have improved in the basics, you know, with the blocking, tackling, and we're able to move a few people around to get our best 11 on the field, and our guys have responded and have worked extremely hard to get better, you know, every rep of every practice and every game.
Well, it's obviously going to be a big atmosphere in Rock Rapids. I expect both teams to have fans galore everywhere. How does that affect your kids playing in a game like that?
You know, it'll be a great football environment. You know, the last couple of years we played, it's been a full house, and that's what you play the game for if you're an athlete. It doesn't get any better than that, where you have a bunch of passionate people cheering you on and loving and enjoying football. And, you know, our guys will just play hard every play for 4 quarters.
Well, and they're talking on Friday, going to be a little bit colder out there. That's what happens when you get to play late season football. But they're even talking a little bit of precipitation maybe. How might that affect the football game?
You know, it's going to be the same for both teams. You know, there's not any secrets. We both like to run the ball, and both teams throw the ball very well. You know, Central Lyon George Little Rock has that huge offensive line. I don't think it will affect them at all, and you know, we hope it doesn't affect us either.
Well, Coach, going into a game like this, we talked about how big it is, you know, all the things that are on the line with this game and the excitement that surrounds it. What are the things that the Wildcats got to take care of? What are the things you got to make sure you do to try and pull off a win and make your way to the Dome?
Hey, all you can do is control the controllables, you know, play hard every play, one play at a time, for 4 quarters, do what we do, and see what happens.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you spending some time with us here today. We wish you the best of luck.
Yep, thank you.
That is the head coach of the West Lyon Wildcats, Jay Rosenboom. We'll be back with more of the pregame show when we return.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC Certified Public Accountants offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
And we welcome you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk Central Lyon George Little Rock football with the head coach of the Lions, Curtis Eben. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Joel.
Coach, let's talk about last week. Second round of the playoffs, getting to host at Dicknall Field. A great momentum game for us. Playing a team we didn't know much about. Had some questions about what they were going to bring to us, but our kids were definitely up to the task.
Yeah, we started off really well. I thought defensively we played extremely well. Probably the best first half of offensive football we played all year. Just everything seemed to go our way. Kids are into it. They understood their responsibility. Just kind of transitioned from the week of practice into Friday night's game, and our kids did all aspects of the game extremely well. And just really proud of the way our guys came out right out of the gate.
Well, and you talk about how well they played in that first quarter, but technically throughout the entire game, they played extremely well. And throughout the playoffs, these guys have really stepped it up come playoff time, and their focus has gone to a new level.
Yeah, they really have. You know, we got a great group of leaders and great group of seniors and juniors that understand the concept, understand the responsibilities, the leadership part of it. Everybody doing their own responsibility, their own role, and really do a great job of just buying into the team aspect of it, and just again going out there with the purpose and winning those football games.
We'll get through that second round. That moves us into the quarterfinals, and for the third straight year, it's a Beef Bowl rematch between us and West Lyon. And the rivalry's there, the cross-county deal, the trip to the Dome, it's all there, and it's just a big football game.
Yeah, it is. It's like you said, it's everything that you just said plus more, and it just, for us, we got to just, our kids got to settle down and we got to play the game like we know how to play it. And, last week I thought we did a great job of coming out focused and just doing our job. And, and our guys, the same thing this week. It doesn't matter who we play. It's how we play. It's how we block. It's knowing our responsibilities, going in with a winning attitude and continue that, fast start we've had. And, I really feel like our guys had a great week of practice going into the game tonight, and our guys will transition that practice mode into game mode.
Well, when you get into the quarterfinals and a game against West Lyon, how much of last year and that loss to West Lyon on their field in the quarterfinals have you tried to talk to our kids about this week?
We don't bring it up. Last year's last year, this year's this year. We talk about this year's team. We talk about what we do, what we can control, and, those type of things. In the back of their heads, those kids know that, we lost that game. They don't need to be reminded on a daily basis about it. Our guys are, they're out there to do their one job, and that's to win that football game Friday night, and we'll focus on that.
Well, and we got a chance to see West Lyon earlier in the season, the first game of district play where we were able to come out on top to grab that district title and this home game here in the quarterfinals. That was a big thing there. But how much has West Lyon changed since that first time we played them?
It's typical West Lyon. They do things extremely well up front. Their backs run hard, and so they haven't changed a lot. But I don't think they played very good football that first time around. We didn't play very good football. It's one of those games where I think both of us felt like we could have played better walking out the field, and it's one of the late into tonight's game. It's which team's going to play better. The old saying is big games come down to 2 to 3 plays and who makes those plays. So, our guys, again, are focused on tonight's game and doing the little things to get where they need to be.
Well, we normally, when we talk West Lyon football, we talk about that power eye. We talk about the trap game and how they run between the tackles. But this team for West Lyon, they've spread it out a little bit more, and they threw a little bit more than what we expected last time.
Yeah, they came out a little bit that way. But as soon as they get nervous about a situation, they get back to their power eye football, and they feel comfortable in that, and that's what they want to do. And I expect to see a lot of that power eye tonight, and we'll see Grams and Hoff and Mosier plenty on the short stuff. So our guys, last time we played them, we had some guys on the field running around that was their first start. So hopefully we're settled in and our guys understand their job and take care of business.
Well, when we talk about understanding our job out there, what are some things that we think that we're playing better at this time around where we think that we can come back out with the same outcome?
Yeah, again, it's going to start off front with us, offense and defensive line, especially the defensive line. We got to play good football up front there. Ultimately, we got to take care of the football. Last time we didn't do that very well, and I really feel good about our guys this week and how we ball control. We focused on that and done the little things to get better at that. So, like I said, it's up front and for both sides of the ball are going to be big keys for tonight.
Well, when we talk about Central Lyon George Little Rock football, the reason we preach to our kids about our program and stuff is when you play for our program and you put the work in, you get to be put in the position to be in these big games like this. How much is that a credit to our kids and the hard work they put in?
Yeah, these kids are playing for themselves. They're playing for kids that played in the past. They're playing for the kids that are coming in the future. It's a trip to the Dome. There's a lot on the line, but when you look at it's high school football, and our guys are just taking it game by game. And so just really proud of their progress throughout the year and their steadfast movement that they're doing and the focus they have on each week's games.
How big is it when you go into a game like this in the quarterfinals? How important is it to be playing at home?
It's big. Obviously our guys are comfortable here. They get to go to the locker room, put their stuff on, take the game. Just a lot of things like that. We're not getting on a bus and going 2-3 hours. And so, our guys deserve it, deserve to be at home. And, we play pretty good on Dick Nall Field, and we feel good about that.
Well, we go into a game like this, and we know we're going to have to play good football for a shot at the Dome. Anytime you play West Lyon, you got to want to put your best foot on the field. And what are we got to do? What are those little things that we got to take care of tonight to try and make sure we take home a win?
Yeah, it's all three aspects of the game. We got to start special teams right off the bat if we're kicking off or receiving, and then after that, it just moves into offense and defense. Tackle, blocking, and then taking care of the football. We're healthy, our kids are good, and we're putting our guys in position all week, and they've been steadily improving throughout the week and understanding their assignments. So we feel good, and our guys are buying in, and I wasn't expecting anything different tonight.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time here, and we appreciate you all season long, and we wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, Joel.
That is the head coach of the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions, Curtis Eben. We'll be back with more of the pregame show when we return.
Sportsmanship means doing what's right, treating your opponent with respect, no matter the score.
The guy across from you works really hard to get to where he's at, so you should respect him, respect all the work he's put in.
It always goes back to the golden rule, treat people how you would like to be treated.
I'm sure if you play sports, you've been around people who are unkind during the sport, but it makes it better and when everybody's kind. You're out there playing a sport, you're out there to have fun. You can still want to win, but always be kind. Remember, that's a human.
Nothing you can say from the stands is going to change the call that they make on the field. No matter how hard you yell at them, they're going to stick with the call on the field. So it doesn't really help much. But what does help is encouraging your team when they're down, when the call doesn't go their way. Instead of yelling at the officials, try to help encourage your team and get them out of the funk that they're in and try and get them in the right direction.
And we welcome you back here live from the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. My name is Joel Viss. Glad to have you all along here as the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions host the West Lyon Wildcats tonight in the Class 2A state quarterfinals. A trip to the Dome is on the line here in Lyon County as both teams are starting to make their way out onto the field. And we are awaiting anxiously a fantastic football game. We say thank you to each and every one of you that are tuning in, whether you're a West Lyon fan, a Central Lyon fan, it doesn't matter. We're glad that you're here and glad that we could provide this fantastic game for you here on our Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Once again, my name is Joel Viss, and I am so glad to have you guys along. And a big thank you to each and every one of my sponsors. The Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Sanford Health, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, and Pepsi Cola Bottling, bringing you tonight's action as you see the Wildcats across the way. Good crowd on hand for the Wildcats. Great crowd on hand for the Lions in this game here as the Lions are making their way onto the field. You hear the music, you hear the crowd, and here come the Lions. It's going to be a whale of a ball game. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be fun. To all of you watching all around the area, whether you're Lyon County, whether you're in Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, maybe Cheryl, you're over there in Denmark. It's 1 a.m. and she's checking us out, her and her daughter on a trip. Glad that we could be here for you. And a big hello as well to Amy and Sung Kim over in Bangladesh. It's 7 a.m. Saturday morning there, and they're checking us out as well. So glad we could do this for everybody and glad to have you here. We're going to take a break as we go to our national anthem. When we return, we'll go inside the Lions Den here and talk to one of our Central Lyon and George Little Rock football seniors here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Second out, second out. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
Welcome to the Lions Den, where we get to know our student athletes a little more in depth. Today I'm joined by Wyatt Kroll. Wyatt, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, Wyatt, let's start in the classroom. What is your class schedule like this first semester?
Well, I have band, I have choir, I have AP Calc, Physics, Psychology, and American Government. So I've kept busy.
Yeah, nice schedule there for a senior. Now, like I said, senior here at Central Lyon, play football. Tell everyone watching a little bit about the team.
Well, so far we're doing really good, and it's just been fun to be a part of this team, and, practices are always fun to have, and, we're always getting together, making jokes, and I just enjoy being a part of it. So
that's very nice. Besides football, what else are you involved in here at Central Lyon and maybe out in our community?
So I'm involved in Club 512, which is the church, First Reformed, and I'm also involved in NHS, FCA, jazz choir, swing choir, and jazz band. So those are just some things that are outside of school.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about the football team. What are some of the team goals that the varsity team has set for themselves this year?
Well, the main goal is just to get that ring, So that's just to improve and just stay at that top level. So.
What about yourself? Did you have any individual goals coming back after an injury from last year?
I would just like to make sure I can maintain my high performance in my knee and just to do all I can for the team.
That's a good goal for you as an individual. Been around the football program for a while now. What advice do you have for some of the younger players that might just be starting out?
Well, I'd probably say just stick with it. It's a long process, but in the end, it'll help you throughout life. So I would just stick with it. Don't give up.
Sounds good. What about next year now? Obviously, we're still just early in the second quarter here, but you know what you want to do next year?
Well, I'm thinking about doing physical therapy, so go to college and get that done.
Got a while here yet before you have to make that final decision, right?
Yeah.
What about the football team do you like best, or maybe what's a favorite memory you have over your career here with CLGLR?
Favorite memory? That's tough, but I've had a lot of those. You know, sliding in the mud with my teammates, that's a pretty fun one. Did that in middle school. I mean, just playing scout team against, you know, those varsity players in 2020, you know, with like Dylan Winkle, that was an experience. But yeah, stuff like that.
All right, sounds good. Well, I want to thank you for joining us today, Wyatt.
Thanks.
And now back to the booth after a word from our sponsors.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Hey, we welcome you back here live from Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids. My name's Joel Viss. Glad to have you along here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Ready for the Class 2A state quarterfinals between Central Lyon, George Little Rock, and West Lyon. And for the third consecutive year, a spot in the quarterfinals where they do battle for the opportunity to represent Lyon County at the Unidome next Saturday. Whether they play at 10 or 1 p.m., we'll find out later on, depending who it is, as the captains make their way out to midfield for the coin toss. A few reminders. Coming up next week at Central Lyon, it is Book Fair and Hot Lunch Week next week, and also FFA fruit sales end on Monday. So if you would like FFA fruit and you have not been contacted, you can contact the school or find an FFA fruit member before Monday. And the coin toss here as the teams will shift sides, and it looks as if Central Lyon George Little Rock has won the toss, and they have elected to defer. West Lyon will take the football to start the game, moving from left to right on your screen. Here we are live from Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids. As we said, a huge shout out to everybody watching around the area and around the world here tonight. Great to have you all along on this great service that we can provide. Central Lyon George Little Rock comes in 10-0 on the season, a perfect 10-0, and they are averaging 50.9 points per game in their 10 wins so far, averaging 6.7 points per game on defense, so giving up less than a touchdown all season long. For the Wildcats, they averaged 30.8 points coming into tonight, and on the defensive side, they only give up 13.4. So you got good defense, you got good offense, and it's going to be a great game here tonight. Lions come out with Matthew Deeren on to do the kicking duties for the Lions. Back deep here to receive for the Wildcats, you have Trevor Selesky back there as the deep man, and I do believe it is Tate Hoff as well. Officials wait to give their official signal, letting the Lions break the huddle and be ready for the kickoff here. And now they have it, so Deeren will step it off. Good crowd on hand for both people. There's people lined up down the fences. And what a great crowd that we have on hand here tonight. Matthew Deeren steps it off. Here we go. We are underway. A low line drive kick to the up back here for the Wildcats, and being brought out across the 30 to the 34-yard line by Jackson Heiser. Heiser plays it off the bounce and brings it up just right on the 35-yard line is where the Wildcats will start, 1st and 10. A spot in the Unidome next Saturday is what is on the line here to the winner. Who will represent Lyon County will be determined in just 4 short quarters. Wildcats come up to under center. Ryer Crichton with his full house in the backfield, powered to the left side. They're going to hand to the fullback, Grems. Grem is piled up by a host of Lions, and the Lions get after it. And Grems is thrown to the ground late. Grems does not want to go down. He is a big, tough runner like all these Wildcat runners are. They're big, they're strong, they're not going to go down. It's not going to be a one-man task. You're going to need each and every one of them here tonight. 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats on the 35-yard line. Crichton comes under center once again, power eye to the left side. Crichton calls it out. He's going to fake the hand, rolls out right side, looking downfield. He's going to throw out in the flat. Ball is knocked away by Reese Vanderzee. Darren Meyer, the intended receiver for the Wildcats. And the ball was a little bit low out in front. It was a really good pass by Crichton, and Reese Vanderzee just made a great play to knock it away. Clock stops with 11:10 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 10. This is where the Wildcats don't want to be. 3rd down and long. Wildcats come out in the shotgun formation this time. They'll send a receiver wide to the left side and up back set off to the right. Crichton's going to keep it himself and go up the left side. Slips through the first tackle, then he's wrapped up at the 40. Going to be a pickup of 5, but not much more than that. And the Wildcats will be forced to 3 and out on the first time they go around. 4th down and 5, and the Wildcats off to punt. Lutmer and Eben back to receive here for the Wildcats. High spiraling kick is going to bounce as it angles towards the sidelines at the 30. Austin picks it up and returns it as the up back across the 40 to the 43. Very heads-up play by Andrew Austin there. Everybody was watching the ball like they were going to down it. He snagged it and returned it 13 yards. CLGLR, 1st down and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Lyon offense wants to get out to a big start here and force the Wildcats out of their domain. They want to run the ball, and we don't want to let the Wildcats do it. Empty backfield, 4 wide. Lutmer all alone. He's got twins each way. Lutmer calls it. He's going to take his own number right up the middle of the field. Lutmer pushing the pile ahead. He's still moving. The Lion offensive line getting after it right there, showing their horsepower, and they're going to set up 2nd down and 1. Trevor Deeren leading the way, as well as the center, Sam Christensen. 8 yards for Lutmer on 1st down. 2nd down and 2. The Lions have crossed midfield. They're at the Wildcat 49. Twins left here on the bottom side. A single man is Vanderzee up to the top side. Eben in the backfield alongside Lutmer. Now they're going to shift, and they're going to get the Lions to jump early. And do believe Jack Van Wy shifted a little bit off the right side, and a 5-yard penalty will push them back 5 yards. So a great play on 1st down. Now they sit a little bit deeper. 2nd down and probably 7. Lions will set up here once again. Same formation. Twins left, single right. Now they shift once again. Lutmer, he's going to hand off Eben right side. Eben fights through a couple tackles out to the 50-yard line where he'll be brought down. Pickup of about 4 yards on the carry. Be 3rd down and 3 here. A big 3rd down right away for CLGLR. If you can't get to that 1st down marker, you're probably going to punt this away. Twins right, single man left. Eben stands to the left of Lutmer. Ball right at the midfield on 3rd down. They're going to shift. Here comes Van Berkom, right to left. Now a man in motion. That's Isaiah. Fake to him. Lutmer up the middle, and he's second effort. He's going to get it. At first, I thought the Wildcats had him snuffed out, but he slid through, and he has enough for the 1st down. Ball is going to be put down. We'll see where they actually spot this thing. They're going to put it right between the 46 and the 47-yard line. So give him 4 yards on the carry. Lions will move the chains. So the penalty doesn't hurt them there as they get a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 at the 46. Twins right, single man left. Lutmer and Eben. Going to hand off Eben right up the middle of the field. He's got a bunch of room as he carries it down to the 40-yard line. 6 yards. Great blocking up front by the Lion offensive lineman. 2nd down and 4 now for CLGLR. 8:20 to play in this first quarter. And the Lions are on the move. Forced a 3-and-out on the Wildcats on their opening possession of the game. And now trying to put one together. Twin receivers go to the right side. Single man is Austin here on the bottom side. Lutmer brings Isaiah Johnson in motion. Fake there. Hands Eben right side. Eben's got a first down as he carries to the 35-yard line. Another 5 yards. And the Lions move the chains again. 1st down and 10. CLGLR into the 35-yard line of West Lyon. And the Lions putting together a methodical drive here. Twins left this time, single man right. That is Vanderzee, shotgun formation. Eben stands to Lutmer's right. Here comes Isaiah Johnson, fake there. Lutmer keeps up the middle of the field. He's wrapped up after a gain of a couple. And he has brought down Darren Meyer in on the tackle for the Wildcats. Pickup of 2. Will set up 2nd down and 8 for CLGLR. So 2nd down, ball at the 33-yard line. Obviously 4-down territory for the Lions. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Twins right, single left. Eben stands to the right side of Lutmer. Lutmer back to pass, looks flat spot. He's got Austin. Austin cuts it up the field. He's still on his feet. Inside and down at the 20-yard line. A 13-yard catch. And the Lions move the chains once more. Andrew Austin with a nice grab there. Just going a little stop, a little hitch route, and moving it down the field. Austin just his 10th catch of the season. 1st and 10 Lions on the 20-yard line. Twins left, single right, Eben to the right side of Lutmer. Lutmer taking his time there in the huddle, calls it out. It's quarterback keep all the way. He's beating him to the corner. Lutmer still trying to stretch it out, and he'll be run out of bounds. And after a pickup of 6, maybe 7 yards on that one. And it looked like Camden got a hold of him on that one. Camden Cruz does shove him out of bounds, maybe only 5 yards on the carry, put him right out at the 15. 2nd down and 5. Lions hurry up on it. They're going to go 4 wide this time, 3 to the left, single man right. Eben in the backfield with Lutmer. Lutmer back to pass. Now he's going to go. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. Flag will fly in the area of a hold as Lutmer will carry it down close to the end zone. And they're going to say he is just short, but it's coming back as you're going to get a holding penalty against the Lions. So another penalty against CLGLR is going to push him back behind the chains on 2nd down. Lutmer trying to be shifty coming up through the field. And the hard part about that, when he's switching directions and you're a big offensive lineman trying to hold your block, you get caught in some bad situations. So 2nd down and 15 now. Ball back at the 25-yard line. Lions will come out 5 wide this time, 3 to the right side, Twins to the bottom side here. Lutmer all alone in the backfield. He'll call it out. Back to pass. Looking right side. Comes back over the middle of the field. He goes up top, and he's got Reese Vanderzee for the 25-yard touchdown pass. Lutmer to Vanderzee for 25 yards. He threads the needle between the safety and the corner And Vanderzee goes up and makes the grab, his 9th touchdown reception on the season. So the Lions strike first with 6:05 to go here in the first quarter. They'll bring on the kicking unit. Matthew Deeren on to kick here. Ball is snapped and up and good. 7-0 CLGLR, 6:05 to play here in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back with more Class 2A quarterfinal football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Back in Rock Rapids at Dicknall Field, Central Lyon, George Litterock, and West Lyon in the Class 2A quarterfinals. Lions strike first. They hold the Wildcats to 3 and out, and then they march it down the field and go 67 yards and score the touchdown on a 25-yard Reese Vanderzee reception from Zach Lutmer. 7-0 Lions as they'll set up to kick here once again. Couldn't have asked for a better start for Central Lyon George Litterock. Get a stop on defense and then turn around and put it through on the offense. Couple penalties, though. The Lions will have to shore that up as they keep moving forward, but did not stop them from getting in the end zone. Matthew Deeren ready to go here again. Line drive kick angling towards the sidelines. It'll roll out of bounds, and the Wildcats will take the ball at the 35-yard line. Matthew trying to keep the ball away from the Wildcat return men. They have some very good returners, averaging 20-plus yards a return on kickoffs. So the Lions going with some line drive kicks here. .6:05 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0. Lions lead the Wildcats. Wildcats back on the offense here, see if they can't get something going. Ryer Crichton, the senior quarterback, up under center. Power eye to the right side here for that Wildcats. The double tights, they go trap play right up the middle with Jude Mosier. Mosier's going to power ahead. He's going to get a tough two. Jude Mosier, just a big dude out there, and he knows how to carry the load. And if you're going to play fullback for West Lyon, you better know how to take a hit and carry the load. 2nd down and 8 now for West Lyon. Ball out at the 37-yard line. Clock on the move. 5:30 to play here in the first quarter. Back under center is Crichton. He's got just a single eye behind him. He's got an up back set off to the left. That's Gunnar Grems. They're going to hand off to the fullback again, and Mosier piles ahead for a good 5 yards on that one as he's out to the 42-yard line. So Mosier, back-to-back carries, has the Wildcats set up at 3rd down and 3. Ball is spotted right on the 42-yard line, so it is a clean 3 yards as the clock dips below 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Power I formation, Crichton under center, powered to the right side. Mosier, Grems, the upbacks, Hoff, the deep back. They're going to hand to Grems. Nope, double fake. Quarterback wrapped up from behind, and Graham Eben brings Crichton down. And that play just took a little bit too long to develop. And Eben came crashing down the line of scrimmage and knocks him down for only a gain of a yard. So another 3 and out. The Wildcats are going to be forced to punt this one away again. Bryson Childress on to kick here. He stands at his own 32-yard line. Lutmer and Eben standing back at their own 25. Childress going to go fake punt and throws it over the top and connects. Childress finds his man, Jaden Vermeer, on the fake punt, and the Wildcats pull one out right off the bat. And a 9-yard reception to the 48-yard line. And the Wildcats pull out the first trick play of the game here in the first quarter, but they move the chains with it. First down and 10, West Lyon at the Lyon 48-yard line. They're going to spread it out, 4 wide, 3 to the right, single man left. Hoff stands in the backfield. Crichton, little swing pass out in the open for him. Hoff sidesteps the first man, bowls over the next, and gets it down to the 45-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the swing pass. Tate Hoff, the leading receiver for the Wildcats. That is his 18th reception out of the backfield. Second down and 7 now for West Lyon. Inside of Lyon territory, this is definitely 4-down workable territory for the Wildcats as they'll spread it out once again. 3 wide this time, Twins left, single man right. Gunnar Grims is the deep back. They're going to hand off to Grims. Grims nothing doing. He is blown up, and here come the Lions. Purple jerseys galore. Chase Theden's in there. You also had Evan Kruger coming through. Graham Eben in there. Gable Van Beek knocking him back for a -3, and it's third down and 10. Well, we said this was 4-down territory for the Wildcats, but if they get another negative play, it might not be. Third and 10, power I formation. Crichton will come up under center. Crichton's going to fake the toss, back to pass, throwback look. He overshoots everybody, and the play is an incomplete pass, and now it's decision time on 4th and 10, and it looks like the punting team's going to come out. So the Wildcats will come out in a punting formation. They hit the fake punt this time. The Lions will have to respect it from now on out. Bryson Childress gets the ball away. Beautiful punt as he kicks it over the head, bounces at the 10-yard line, and rolls into the end zone. So the touchback will bring it back to the 20-yard line with 2:06 to play here in the first quarter. Lions with back-to-back stops on defense. Now the offense retakes the field. .206 to go here in the first quarter. CLGLR a 7-0 lead on West Lyon. Winner goes to the Unidome to represent Lyon County for the 3rd straight year. The Lions won 2 years ago. Last year it was the Wildcats. 3 wide here for Lutmer in the shotgun. Man in motion. Isaiah Johnson fake the hand. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Flag's going to fly. And we'll see if this is in the area of a hold. Not much running room besides, as Lutmer only got about 2 yards, but I think it's going to go for naught. Holding against the Lions once again will push them back behind the chains. 10-yard penalty will walk it off back to the 10-yard line. It'll be first down and 20 now for the Lions. Chilly night here in Rock Rapids. No wind, though. The flag on the pole is just dead to the stick. 4 wide, shotgun formation here for CLGLR. Lutmer back to pass. He's going to keep again. Sidesteps one man, now cuts it up the field. He's got yardage. He's going down the right side. Lutmer is on the loose. Zach Lutmer is going to do it. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Zach Lutmer, house call, 90 yards for the touchdown. And that's what Zach Lutmer can do. Lutmer made one man miss. It could have been a no gain at the 10-yard line, but he diced, he digs, he cuts, he goes, and nobody can catch Zach Lutmer. Lions a 13-0 lead here with 1.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Kicking unit comes on here for the Lions as they run the swinging gate. Even, good snap, good hold, and the kick is up, and that is wide left. So the kick is no good. A minute and a half to go here in quarter number 1, 13-0. Lions lead the Wildcats. You're listening to the Class 2A state quarterfinals on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Back in Rock Rapids at Dicknall Field, Joel Viss with you here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Thank you all for tuning in from all over the place here tonight. Glad to have you along on our channel. We invite you to subscribe to our channel. We'll make you aware of any time we do broadcast throughout the season. And a big thank you to the fine sponsors that you see throughout tonight's game that make this thing possible. Minute 30 to go in the first quarter, 13-0. CLGLR on top. Zach Lutmer, a 90-yard touchdown run, the latest for the Lions. Deeren on to kick the ball away here again. We'll see if he tries to go a little bit deeper, if he stays with the squib kicks. This time he will kick it up in the air. Hoff is coming underneath of it, catches it on the run at the 11-yard line, right up the middle of the field. Good wedge blocking for the Wildcats, has him right at the 30-yard line. We'll see if the officials give him the 30 or say he was down back at the 29. Nonetheless, it's first down and 10 for the Wildcats. Looking to get some stuff going. The only first down they have so far is a trick play on a fake punt. Ball at the 29 is the official spot here to start this third possession for West Lyon. Wildcats break the huddle. Crichton will come under center. Power eye to the right side. Double tight ends are down. Now they're going to shift. Grims will shift from right to left. Toss play over to Hoff. He's got running room. Down the corner he goes and is brought down, but not after a great pickup of 7 yards, I do believe. We'll see exactly where they say he stepped out. Looks like they'll give him the 36-yard line, so it will be a 7-yard pickup for Tate Hoff on his first carry tonight. Second down and 3 now. Ball at the 36-yard line. Wildcats break the huddle. Power I formation once again, shifting right to left. They'll hand off. Second man through is Hoff, and he has exploded on in the backfield. Nothing doing for him. Eben comes through and lays the wood. Third down and 3 now for the Lions. On the defensive side, the Wildcats trying to get that first down, but the clock is moving, and it doesn't look like they're going to run a play. They're going to let the clock dip down and run out here on quarter number 1 after 1 quarter of play. Central Lyon George Litterock leading West Lyon 13-0. We'll be back with quarter number 2 in the Class 2A state quarterfinals on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Sportsmanship means doing what's right, treating your opponent with respect, no matter the score.
The guy across from you works really hard to get to where he's at, so you should respect him, respect all the work he's put in.
It always goes back to the golden rule, you know, treat people how you would like to be treated.
I'm sure if you play sports, you've been around people who are unkind during the sport, but it makes it better and when everybody's kind. You're out there playing a sport, you're out there to have fun. You can still want to win, but always be kind. Remember, that's a human.
Nothing you can say from the stands is going to change the call that they make on the field. No matter how hard you yell at them, they're going to stick with the call on the field. So it doesn't really help much, but what does help is encouraging your team when they're down, when the call doesn't go their way. Instead of yelling at the officials try and help encourage your team and get them out of the funk that they're in and try and get them in the right direction.
Back in Rock Rapids for the start of quarter number 2 here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. 3rd down and 3 for West Lyon. Ball at their own 36-yard line. A big 3rd down here as the Wildcats trail by 13 here in the start of the second quarter. They're going to spread it out 3 wide, all here to the bottom side. Rolling out right side is Crichton. Now he's going to tuck. He's going to have to run, and the Lions are closing in, and they'll bring him down for the sack in the backfield. Got back to the original line of scrimmage, but not much more after that. Evan Kruger coming in as well as Gabe Schulte. And Crichton nowhere to go, no gain on the play, and the Wildcats will once again be forced to punt this one away on 4th down. Bryson Childress standing inside the 25, gives it a boot, a good one as well, as it goes over the head of Lutmer, takes a Wildcat bounce, and rolls down inside the 20 to the 16-yard line, and the Lions will take over 1st and 10 from there. First and 10, CLGLR looking to blow this one wide open. If they can move it down the field and put another one on here in the second quarter, that'll really put the Wildcats behind the 8 ball and take them completely out of their game. Lions get the signal over to the sidelines. Now they break the huddle. Twin receivers go left side, single man here to the right side. That is Vanderzee. Shotgun formation. Man in motion, that's Johnson. They're going to hand to him on the jet sweep. Has one man to beat. Good stiff arm, cuts it up the field. Great block by Vanderzee downfield. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And a 9-yard pickup for Isaiah Johnson on 1st down. 2nd down and 1, CLGLR. Ball is just shy of the 25-yard line. Tip of the football is touching it. So 2nd down and 1. Lions will send Twins right, single man left this time, even next to Lutmer. Lutmer calls it out, fake the hand, quarterback keep, right side. Lutmer has the 1st down, and he'll be drugged down on the sidelines there. Bryson Childress coming up and making the tackle for the Wildcats, but not before Lutmer grabs a 1st down as he takes it out to the 29 for a 4-yard gain. 1st and 10 Lions, ball at their own 29-yard line. Clock moving at 10:10 to play here in the second quarter. A 2-touchdown lead, Lions looking to make it more. Twins right, single man to the left side here. Shotgun formation. Man in motion, that's Johnson. They'll hand to him. Jet sweep. He's going to have to cut it up the field early. Wildcats read that one well and able to bring him down and drop him for a loss of 1. Making the tackle that time was Kavian Childress for the Wildcats. 2nd down and 11 now for Central Lyon. George Litterock, ball back at the 28 with 9.5 to play here in the first half. Single receivers this time, extra man in on the tight. Now it's Johnson. He breaks out inside to the left. Quarterback keeper right side. Lutmer right up the middle of the field. Picks up about 4 yards as he carries out to the 32, maybe the 33. They'll give him 5. So it'll be 3rd down and about 6 now. Ball is spotted on the 33-yard line of Central Lyon. George Litterock. They have been perfect so far in the game. 2 for 2 on offensive possessions. But a big 3rd down here. 4 wide, 2 to each way. Lutmer calls it out, back to pass. He's looking left. He's going to heave one down the middle of the field. Isaiah Johnson just can't get to it as he overshoots the intended receiver. And the Lions will be forced to kick this one away. So the Wildcats finally get a stop on defense as Caden Van Berkom trots onto the field to punt the ball. Crichton goes back to a return here, as well as Selesky for the Wildcats. They stand at their own 30-yard line, ready to receive the punt. Good clean snap, a low end-over-end kick will take a Lion bounce. Crichton grabs it, but Eben is there and explodes on him on the 30-yard line. No return. And the Wildcats will get the ball back at the 30-yard line. 8:29 to go here in the second quarter. Lions with a 13-0 lead. That was a big stop for West Lyon on the defense. Wildcats needed that one. Did not need to give up any more points here. Now they're still in striking distance if they can march this down the field. Shotgun formation. Twins left, single man right here. Crichton with Hoff standing to his left. Back to pass. Crichton looking right, now looking left. The pocket collapses. Sack in the backfield. The Lions are there. Drew Denikis, the big defensive end, got there first, and the rest of the Lions came with him. Crichton, good coverage downfield, had nowhere to go and nowhere to run. Ball back at the 25-yard line now. Well, man, even farther. They're going to say the 23-yard line, so a 7-yard loss on the sack. Second down and 17. Wildcats spread it out 3 wide. They're going to carry the hand and keep it with the quarterback, but nothing for him. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gabe Schulte gets in there and lays the first hit on him. So they will give him 2 yards on the run, but it'll set up third down and long here. Wildcats with a 3rd and 15. This is not where they want to be. Ryer Crichton is a very good quarterback. Coming into tonight, he was 52 of 76, passing the ball for 739 yards, so very efficient. But not when it's 3rd and 15. He rolls out right side, drops back. He's going to heave one down the top of the field. He's going to overshoot the world. And Graham Eben makes the one-handed pick. Eben returning it. Eben cuts it left side, now right side. He's going to follow some blockers. Has it back to midfield. How did he make that interception? I don't know. But he snagged it, and the Lions get the turnover. Graham Eben, I thought there was nobody who was going to get to that ball, man. He threw that thing so far down the field, and Eben, the old Willie Mays over the shoulder snag. First down and 10, Lions. Ball at the 49-yard line with just under 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Lions will come out here, and they will send twin receivers to the right side. And now Twins left, 4 wide, shotgun formation. Man in motion, that's Josh Elbert, back to pass. Lutmer's going to go for it all on first down. A fight up top, and Reese Vanderzee comes down with it. Vanderzee goes up top. He mosses him in the corner and takes it to the 12-yard line. "39-yard reception, Lutmer to Vanderzee. And the Lions are within striking distance again. 1st and 10 at the 12. Four wide again. Now it's Elbert in motion. Quick pass right side again. This one just about intercepted on that one. Camden Cruz made a good jump on the ball and just about picked it off. Clock stops on the incompletion. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Lions trying to attack through the air after getting the interception. 4 wide, 3 here to the bottom side of the screen, single man to the top side. Man in motion, that's Johnson. They will hand to him left side. He's trying to cut it up the field. He's got positive yards down to the 10 for just a 2-yard gain. Be 3rd down and 8 now. Lions can get a first down without scoring. Got to get it to the 2-yard line. Clock moving, under 6 minutes to play. Lions will go back into the 3 wide, twins right, single left. Pistol formation, has Eben behind him. He's going to hand off to Eben, right side. Eben fights through. Eben still carrying defenders. He's down to the 1. And a 9-yard carry for Graham Eben will set up first down and goal. Clock stops as we, wow, they're going to say no. They're going to bring him back and say he didn't get there. Now they're going to give it to him. All right, inside the 2-yard line, they're going to say on the 2. So it is a first down, first and goal. Lions come out, power formation. I formation, power to the right side. Lutmer under center, hands off to the middleman. That is Caden Van Berkom, and he's got the 2-yard touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run for Caden Van Berkom, and the Lions have extended their lead to 19-0. Lions with a 3-touchdown lead here late in the second quarter as they bring on the swinging gate. Kicking unit will run on over. Graham Eben, the long snapper. Zach Lutmer, the holder. Matthew Deeren, the kicker. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 5:21 to go in the second quarter. Lions on top, 20-0. You're watching the Class 2A state quarterfinals on the Lion Broadcast Network.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community-minded.
Back at Dicknall Field here in Rock Rapids, Joel Viss with you here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Jason Heiser alongside me as my production assistant here tonight, bringing you all the video coverage of this Class 2A state quarterfinal. Winner of this one advances to the semifinals in the Unidome next Saturday, whether it be 10 a.m. or 1 p.m. Right now, CLGLR with a 3-touchdown lead on the Wildcats here in the first half. And the Wildcats need to get something going here. The final 5:21. Wildcats need to get a score going into the half. Cut into that lead, give themselves a little bit of momentum. Hoff and Selesky back deep to return here for the Wildcats. As Deeren will give the ball a boot. It is a short end-over-end kick. Will bounce at the 20 and rolls out of bounds at the 14, 15-yard line. Hoff just about went down and picked it up, but then let it go out of bounds. So the procedure penalty will bring it back out to the 35-yard line, where West Lyon will start with good field position. Wildcats have averaged over 30 points a game, so we do know they know how to move the football and they know how to score. And as we said, this would be a big time to do it with 5:21 to go here in the first half. Wildcats will break the huddle here. Coming up under center, double tight end, single I formation. Gunnar Grims is the upback, set to the right side. They're going to sneak the fullback through, and Mosier carries ahead for a couple, 2 yards on that one. They'll bring him out to the 37. Jude Mosier, his third carry here tonight, and the power fullback for the Wildcats. That fullback trap play is tradition. If you're a Wildcat fan watching here to know, you know all about running the fullback if you are from that Inwood, Larchwood, Leicester, Alvord area. Second down and 8 for the Wildcats. Power formation again. They'll hand Hoff over the right side. Steps through a few tackles and carries it out close to first down yardage. Caden Van Berkom brings him down, and the Lions help him back up to his feet. 7-yard pickup for Hoff will set up 3rd down and 1. So on 3rd down, Wildcats in a good position here. 4:15, clock still moving. Ball at the 44-yard line. And the Wildcats look to be in no hurry. Wildcats will send a receiver wide to the right side. Power formation behind him, split backs. They'll hand off right side. This goes to Mosier. Mosier powers ahead. He's got the 1st down. Takes it out to the 49-yard line. 5-yard pickup for Jude Mosier. Chains move here for the Wildcats on their own 49-yard line. 3:47 to go here in the 2nd quarter, trailing 20-0. Wildcats are still in the same formation. They are not nervous as they'll hand off left side. Goes to Hoff this time. He carries ahead. Good power running. Picks up 3 yards as he takes it into Lion territory. Brings it down to the 48-yard line. Be 2nd down and 7. Clock moving, though, with 3:15 to go. We'll see if the Wildcats still have all 3 timeouts to use if they need them. But just methodically moving it down the field. Single man is Vermeer, breaking out wide to the right side. Split backs behind Crichton. Fakes to the 1st man, goes to the 2nd man through. That's Gunnar Grims. Gunnar powers through, tough legs running right behind that big offensive line. Takes it down to the 44. 4-yard pickup for Grims. 3rd down and short, right where the Wildcats want to be. 2:37 to play on 3rd down and a 3. Vermeer now comes to the left side, split backs behind Crichton. Crichton trying to go hard count, hands left side. That goes to Hoff. He's upended by Van Beek, and it's going to be close. They may have to measure this one. It all depends on where they say he landed. And they'll say he is short. So 2 yards for Hoff will set up 4th and 1. Crowd going to get into it here with 2 minutes to go. Wildcats will go for it on 4th and 1 at the Lion 42. And now some discussion going on in the huddle. 14 seconds on the play clock as they come up to it. Quarterback sneak, and a timeout will be called before the play is blown. Coach Eben calls timeout for the Lions. We'll take one as well. 1:48 to go in the 2nd quarter. Lions on top 20-0. We'll be back with more of the Class 2A state quarterfinals on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here.
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local Pizza Ranch.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community minded.
Back in Rock Rapids, Joel Viss with you here late in the 2nd quarter. 4th down and 1. Wildcats on the Lion 42. They're going to go 2nd man through. They've got the 1st down and more. Hoff bounces it to the outside and finally dragged down at the 25-yard line, and a late flag coming in, I do believe. And this might be a face mask late on the tackle, so they may be tacking a few more onto this one. Ball is down to the 26-yard line. And the officials will call a penalty against the Lions, and a 5-yard face mask will march us down close to the 21. So a 20-yard run for Tate Hoff plus the penalty has the Wildcats in great position here with a minute and a half to go in the half. 1st and 10, ball at the 21-yard line. Power formation, right side to Hoff again. He's wrapped up and still carrying the pile ahead, though. Carries it down to the 17 for a good 4 yards. Hoff, a good, tough runner here for the Wildcats. And then following behind that big offensive line. 2nd down and 6. Clock down to about a minute to go. As they will roll around with the quarterback. Crichton's going to carry it around. And he'll be brought down at the 16-yard line. Give him a yard. Ryer Crichton picks up 1. It'll be 3rd down and 5 now. And looks like West Lyon will burn a timeout with 46 seconds to go here. It's been all Lions so far in this first half. Lions with a 3-touchdown lead. And the Wildcats finally here with 5:21 to go in the half are mounting their first significant drive here of the ball game as they have it set up 3rd and 5 at the 16. Wildcats on 3rd down. We'll see if they keep with the running game. Now down to 2 timeouts for each team. 46 seconds to go, so the Wildcats may have to go to the air here if they can't bust a big one. Winner of this game on to the Unidome and the semifinals. Officials are going to put more time on the clock. They will put it back to 53 seconds now. So the Wildcats will come out of the timeout. 3rd down and 5. Ball on the 16-yard line. Wildcats looking to cut into the Lion lead right before the half. Big 3rd down here for West Lyon as they're going to send a receiver wide to the left side. That's Vermeer. Shotgun formation. Hoff and Crichton. Crichton back to pass. He's looking left. Now he's going to tuck, and he's going to be run down. Now he slips free, though, and gets inside the 15. Gable Van Beek able to bring him down. And a timeout will be called by West Lyon here on 4th down. Crichton thought he was going down in the backfield, able to slip free and still gain positive yards. Down to the 13, so he picked up 3. It'll be 4th down and 2. Ball at the 13-yard line. It's going to be a tough one here on 4th down. This is what we expected to see in this one. 42 seconds to go. Now the Wildcats, if they can run it here, get the 1st down. Clock will stop momentarily. You might call 2 plays while you're in this timeout. They do have 1 remaining. Lions would love to take that 3-touchdown lead into the half as they will get the football to start half number 2. Lions won the toss and deferred the opening kickoff. Wildcats definitely need to score here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do have a great kicker. Trejo is a fantastic kicker for the Wildcats, but they know they need a touchdown here, trailing by 20. So the crowd's going to get into it here on 4th down and 2. Split back, set up behind Crichton in the right side. He's going to hand the big fullback is hit. He's not going to get there. Chase Thedens the first one through. Josh Elbert, Gabe Schulte, and Evan Kruger. And the Lion defense stands tall. Mosier, no gain on the play, will turn it over on downs, and the Lions will take over 1st and 10. First and 10, CLGLR, ball on the 13-yard line with 37 seconds. Lions might just run the ball here and go into the half. Lions will send twins to the right side, single man to the top side. Pistol formation for Lutmer and Eben. Lutmer calls it out. He'll hand Eben right side. Eben sidesteps a few defenders. Stiff arm down the sidelines he goes. Eben is on the loose. He's still on his feet. He breaks free. Graham Eben is going to go. And oh my goodness, Central Lyon George Litterock sends Graham Eben to the house, 87 yards. And the Lions stick one in right before the half. That was a simple dive play over the middle, and it was all Graham Eben. He bounced it, he stiff-armed, he ran through tackles, and he goes 87 yards. CLGLR, that is a stunner. 26-0 as the kicking unit comes on. The Wildcats were looking to cut into the lead. They get stopped on 4th down, and one play later, the Lions turn it around. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 27-0. CLGLR on top. Just 20 seconds to go here in the half. You're watching the Class 2A state quarterfinals on the Lyon Broadcast Network.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community minded.
Back in Rock Rapids here at Dicknall Field, and the Lions have blown it open with 20 seconds to go. Graham Eben takes the carry over the right side and goes 87 yards for the Lion touchdown with 21 seconds to play. And the Lions lead 27-0. Lions will line up to do the kicking duties here once again. Hoff and Selesky back to return here. Matthew Deeren waiting for the signal from his officials, and now he has it. Most likely going to see the squib kick come in on this one with 20 seconds to go. Don't even want to give the Wildcats a sniff at a return. Deeren will come up, and there it is. Just a little pooch kick over the top. Will bounce at the 27. Hoff comes up and grabs it, but he is hit immediately. Nice job by Hoff to come up there and make that. And Xander Ditzworth lays the hit and takes him down. With 16 seconds to go here in the half, we'll see if the Wildcats try something or if they just decide to go into the half and see if they can't regroup here in this one. We did not expect to see a score like this in this game. We expected it to be a lot closer, but the Lions have come to play in Rock Rapids. Wildcats under center. Crichton will just take a knee, and that'll do it for the first half. Here from Rock Rapids in the Class 2A state quarterfinals, Central Lyon George Litterock leading West Lyon, a score of 27-0. We'll be back. We'll take a short break and come back and talk about some of the halftime stats when we return to Lyon football in the Class 2A state quarterfinals on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here!
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local Pizza Ranch. Mm-mm.
Sportsmanship means doing what's right, treating your opponent with respect, no matter the score.
The guy across from you works really hard to get to where he's at, so you should respect him, respect all the work he's put in.
It always goes back to the golden rule, you know, treat people how you would like to be treated.
I'm sure if you play sports, you've been around people who are unkind during the sport, but it makes it better and when everybody's kind. You're out there playing a sport, you're out there to have fun. You can still want to win, but always be kind. Remember, that's a human.
Nothing you can say from the stands is going to change the call that they make on the field. No matter how hard you yell at them, they're going to stick with the call on the field. So it doesn't really help much, but what does help is encouraging your team when they're down, when the call doesn't go their way. Instead of yelling at the officials, try to help encourage your team and get them out of the funk that they're in and try and get them in the right direction.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community minded.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community minded.
Second down. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
And we welcome you back here at the half. You can see on our screen here, our camera guy is doing some setting adjustment as it gets a little darker out here, trying to get things ready to go for you guys so you have a great second half to watch. Here at the half, Central Lyon George Little Rock, a perfect 10-0 on the season, and have looked good so far in half number one as they lead 27-0 here at the half. The scoring got underway halfway through quarter number one. Reese Vanderzee, a 25-yard touchdown catch to make it 7-0. And just a few minutes later, Zach Lutmer, after a penalty against the Lions, pushed them back to the 10-yard line. He busts free and goes 90 yards for the touchdown. The extra point was no good, making it 13-0. Going on into quarter number two, halfway through it, or a little over, Caden Van Berkom cashes in on a touchdown run, a 2-yarder with an extra point, making it 20-0. And then right before the half, the Lions get a 4th down stop and try and just run one up the middle. Graham Eben busted open, goes down the sidelines and breaks free for an 87-yard touchdown with 21 seconds to go in the half and made it 27-0. It has been all CLGLR in this one so far. Elsewhere around the area in Class 2A, Spirit Lake leading OABCIG. No, they're not. That's reversed. OABCIG is leading Spirit Lake 12-0 in the second quarter. Also around Class 2A, Wahlert Catholic leading Crestwood Cresco 21-0 in the second quarter, and Williamsburg on top of Centerville 28-0. In Class 1A, West Sioux leading Western Christian 28-7 in the second quarter. After tonight's games, we'll have 4 teams left. And the teams will be re-ranked into the top 4, and the 1 will play the 4, and the 2 will play the 3 of the 4 teams remaining in the semifinals, and those will determine who will get to play. How that ranking went, the coaches had a meeting and a Zoom call yesterday, and all 8 coaches got together, got to pitch their team, and they had to all do a vote. And so the 8 coaches remaining here for tonight's matchup ranked where they found these 8 teams, and that will set up how the rankings go as we hit the Unidome next Saturday. The Lions looking strong here with a 4-touchdown lead. Need to come out as they will start with the football in half number 2. And try and put some more points on the board here against West Lyon and just take them completely out of the game for a chance to go back to the Unidome. The 3rd straight year West Lyon and CLGLR have met in the quarterfinals. 2 years ago, the Lions won here at Rock Rapids, moved on to the semifinals and into the state title game where they came up just short. Last year, it was the Wildcats' turn to go as they went down, made their way into the state title game, and came up as a runner-up as well. So the Lions looking to jump back on it and return to the Unidome and represent Lyon County down in Cedar Falls. 27-0 here at the half. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to go inside the Lions' Den and talk to a few more of our CLGLR football seniors when we return to the Class 2A state quarterfinals on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community minded.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here!
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carry-out and delivery experts at your local Pizza Ranch.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Welcome to the Lions Den, where we get to know our student athletes a little more in depth. Today, I'm joined by Tyler Grieve. Tyler, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Tyler, let's start in the classroom. What's your class schedule like this semester?
I go to study hall, then I go to psychology, then I have foods 1, and then I go to Cont Lit, and then after that I either have PE or personal finance, and then I have my SAT for Mr. Glanzer, and then I have precision ag, and then building trades advanced.
All right, good variety of classes you're taking this semester.
Yeah.
You are a senior at George Little Rock and play on the football team, obviously, here. Tell everyone at home what you think about how's the season gone so far?
You know, I think we've definitely gotten better from the beginning. Got more as a team together. Playing good ball right now.
It's good to hear. Besides football, what else are you involved in?
I'm in the play, large group speech, FFA, 4-H. About all I got going on right now.
Other sports?
Basketball, golf, baseball.
All right. Busy senior year.
Yeah.
Talking about football a little bit, what are some of the goals that you set for yourself for your senior year?
Just to come to practice and make everybody better every day.
That's good. That's good. Been around the program for a while now, being a senior. What advice do you have for some of the younger players that we have here and just getting started out at the CLGLR football program?
Take advantage of summer lifting. Go there every day, work hard, get better. Helps you a lot.
It does. It's a good time to work on your kind of your non-football stuff, just your strength.
Yep.
Now, obviously, next year, moving on, do you know what your plans are for next year?
I'll be going to Iowa Lakes in Emmitsburg, and I'm going to major in agricultural production technology.
All right, very specific.
Yeah.
What do you like best about being part of the football team, or maybe what would be a favorite memory that you had over these last few years?
What I like best is just the brotherhood we got. Like, I can go to anybody on the team and just talk to them and don't feel out.
That's a good feeling to have.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler, I want to thank you for joining us today, and next we'll be joined by Max DeBoer. Now we welcome in Max DeBoer. Max, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Max, let's start with your class schedule. What's your schedule like this first semester?
I start my day off in the weight room with lifting, and then I have principles of argumentation. Then I go over to foods, and then I have horticulture, and then after that I go to personal finance. Then I go to precision ag, and then finish off the day with a study hall.
All right, a varied schedule, just like Tyler.
Yep.
Now, what are your thoughts? Your senior year here, a senior at George Little Rock, senior football player. What are your thoughts on so far with the way the football season's gone?
We're playing good football. Just everybody doing their job, and we're winning games.
And that's a goal, right?
Yep.
All right. Besides football, what else are you involved in at school, maybe out in the community?
I'm in FFA, FCCLA, football, basketball, baseball, track, golf, everything.
All right, that's good. Talking about some goals here, what are some goals that you set for yourself going into your last year?
Definitely just to try and come to practice every day with a good attitude and just get there every day.
It's not always easy. It's easier said than done to get come to practice with a good attitude.
Definitely.
Maybe easier to leave, harder to leave practice with a good attitude sometimes, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What advice do you have for some of those players that are just getting started with football?
Get in the weight room. Just show up every day with a good attitude. It's a lot easier to get through everything.
What are your plans for next year?
I'll be going to Iowa Lakes Community College for ag production technology.
All right. You and Tyler are going to go together?
Yep.
Very nice. Roommates?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Always nice to have someone familiar, when you get to college.
Yeah,
so.
that'll be nice.
Now, what do you like best, or maybe what's a favorite memory that you have for these last few years?
I think the best part is just being around my friends every day, getting to win games on Fridays, and best memory is probably my sophomore year, that first game against West Lyon.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good game.
Hopefully we have the same result here tonight.
Hopefully.
All right, Max. Well, I want to thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
And up next, we'll have Evan Kruger. And now we welcome in Evan Kruger. Evan, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, Evan, let's start with you. Let's start with your class schedule for this year.
So my first period, I start my day out in the weight room with Coach Leuenberger and Coach Lupkus, so that's pretty fun. And then second period, I got psychology, and third period, I have foods class, Love making food. It's pretty fun. And then fourth period, I got a literature class, and then fifth period I have PE or personal finance. Sixth period I have study hall. Seventh period I have study hall, and then eighth period I have shop.
All right. Foods class, always good to know how to cook a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. So you're a senior, obviously, at George Little Rock. Tell us a little bit about what your thoughts are on how the football season's gone up to this point.
Pretty good. I think we've made it pretty clear who we are, and what we've been doing this year has been a lot of good things. So.
All right. What about other activities that you are involved in, maybe in school and out and about?
I'm involved in football, wrestling, track, and then I'm in the FCCLA, and then I'm also in youth group.
All right, all right. Now, for yourself, what were some of the individual goals that you had set coming into this last year?
Some individual goals I had was I was going to try and start this year. It was my first year starting, and then I also wanted to be a team captain. So I got 2 of those goals completed, and then I also just wanted to make my team better and then myself better in the weight room.
All right. Good goals to have. You've been around the program for a while now. What advice do you have for those kids that are just getting started?
Bring it to practice every day. Don't take a day for granted because you never know when your day is going to be the last day. So always have fun in practice. You get to be out there with your dudes and just have fun.
All right. Now, for yourself, do you know what your plans are for next year?
Yep, I don't know what college I want to go to yet, but I want to major in exercise science, and then I also want to try and play college football. So.
All right, all right. What do you like best about the CLGLR football program, or maybe what's a favorite memory you have over these last years of being involved?
The thing I like best is probably if I get in a fight, my boys are gonna have my back. They're always gonna be there, and then. My favorite memory would probably be when I went to the Dome our sophomore year.
All right, hopefully we'll be making more memories, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, Evan, thank you for joining me today. And now back to the booth after a word from our sponsors.
And we welcome you back here live from Rock Rapids and Dicknall Field for the start of half number 2. West Lyon on to do the kicking duties. Anderson Trejo has the ball teed up. A good kick is going to go up over the top and be caught by Elbert. Elbert going to fake the reverse, now come up the right side across the 25 to the 27-yard line, where he'll be brought down, and the Lions will start on the offensive side of the ball with a 27-0 lead. CLGLR 16 carries for 251 yards on the ground in half number 1. Lutmer is 3 of 5 passing for 77 yards, so over 300 yards of total offense in the first half against this Wildcat team. For West Lyon, they are holding on to 63 yards on 21 carries and 2 of 5 passing for 12 yards. Lions start here. They'll send Eben out in motion. Swing pass over the left side. He's got running room. He's got a first down and more. Across the 41-yard line, a 13-yard pickup through the air to get half number 2 underway. So Graham Eben with a 13-yard swing pass out of the backfield. 1st and 10, CLGLR. They're going to try and march it down the field. If they can score, go for 2 and put running time on. That'll make this half go really quick. Swing pass the other way. Lutmer to Eben. Eben down the field, close to first down yardage again. Going to be shy of the 50-yard line, so it'll be an 8-yard pickup this time. Lions obviously seeing something on tape there in the first half and going to this quick pass option to start the second half, trying to loosen up this West Lyon defense. 2nd down and 2, twin receivers left, single man to the right. And here goes Eben again out in motion. They're going to fake there. Now they'll come back, drop down to him, give it to him. He cuts it up the field. He's got the first down and more. Eben off to the races, cuts it across the field. He's still on his feet. He's fighting inside down to the 20-yard line. Graham Eben is a force to be reckoned with here tonight. Defensively, offensively, he's got it all. A 31-yard reception for Graham on that one. 3 consecutive catches. First down and 10. Central Lyon, George Litterock. Ball on the West Lyon 20-yard line. All through the air here to start half number 2. Twins right, single man left, even in motion again. Quarterback keeper this time, and he is going to break free as Lutmer scrambling. He's got positive yards down the sidelines. He's got a first down. He's knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line. That was a busted play. West Lyon had that read well. The defense was set for it, but Zach Lutmer does what Zach Lutmer does, and he breaks free, and he gets it down and puts it on the 12-yard line. Or, no, he's not on the 12. He's on the 7-yard line, I should say. I'm off by 5 yards. So a 13-yard run sets up first down and goal. Lions set up here in the shotgun, man in motion, right to left. That's Elbert. Ball goes out of the hands, and Elbert just dives on it in the backfield. And Josh Elbert picks up the ball back at the 14. A miscue on that one. Timing on that one just a little bit off so a 7-yard loss will be the official marking. Second down and goal now. Ball back at the 14-yard line as Elbert will come out of the game. Lions will send twin receivers to the right side, single man to the left. Shotgun formation. Man in motion. There is even. Now they're going to run. Quarterback keeper again over the right side. Not much going as he gets it down to the 11 for a pickup of 3. Third down and goal from the 11 now for CLGLR. They have gone through the air to get down to this point. Now a couple runs. A negative play in there on a bad snap. Pistol formation, twins right, single man left. Eben standing directly behind Lutmer. Lutmer calls it out, fakes the hand, rolls out, bootleg, right side. Lutmer keep all the way. He's going to score, and Zach Lutmer has an 11-yard touchdown, his second one of the night. Zach Lutmer now at 10 carries for 145 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's also got 130 through the air. Lions are going to go for 2 as they lead 33-0. The 2-point conversion would make this a 35-point deficit and running clock early in the third quarter. Lions set up here on the 2-point conversion. Twins right, 4 wide. They'll go twins each way. Shotgun formation. Man in motion. That's Elbert. Fake the hand. Quick slant right side. Has Reese Vanderzee for the 2-point conversion. And it is 35-0. CLGLR on top. And we will go to running time after the kickoff. We'll take a break and be back with more of the Class 2A state quarterfinals on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Second down. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
Back in Rock Rapids here at Dicknall Field, Central Lyon, George Litterock, an 11-yard touchdown run for Zach Lutmer, the 2-point conversion to Reese Vanderzee, and it's 35-0. Lions leading the Wildcats with 8:38 to go here in the third quarter. Matthew Deeren will give the ball a boot. 3 return men go deep this time for the Wildcats, a different formation. Clock will be in running formation here after the Lions kick off to the Wildcats. Lions looking to punch their ticket to the Unidome. Matthew Deeren, here he comes, ready to give the ball a boot. A high end-over-end kick. Hoff will take it at his own 10. Start working the way up the right side there. He's got running room down the sidelines. He is working it down, cuts it back across the field. He's got a big return, and that's what the Wildcats have been waiting for. Tate Hoff takes it inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. The Lions have been squib kicking all night long, and that is why. Tate Hoff, now they will say it's right at the 27, so 1st and 10 Wildcats. If the Wildcats can score, they will take the running clock off. 8 minutes to go here in this third quarter. It's really going to limit their time. The Wildcats, they can score, but scoring in bunches is not their repertoire. Power I formation. Toss play, left side to Hoff. Hoff trying to get to the corner. He's wrapped up, runs through the first tackle, and carries it down inside the 25 to the 23. Tough 4 yards for Hoff. So 4, maybe 5 yards. They'll say the 22, so give him 5 on the carry. And it'll be 2nd down and 5. Clock moving here in quarter number 3. Power I formation, set off to the right side here. Ryer Creighton, the senior quarterback, under center. Hands off underneath. Jude Mosier bounces off a few tackles. Big, tough running by the fullback. Do believe he's got the first down. It's going to be close. And they're not even going to measure this one. They're going to say he's about half a football short. So 4 yards for Jude Mosier. It'll be 3rd down and 1 officially, but more of a half a yard for the Wildcats here. Power I to the right side here. Creighton calls it out. Hands off over the middle. Gunnar Grems, he's got the first down. Only needed about half a yard. He'll carry it down to the 16, so he does get the 1. So Grems, just his 4th carry here tonight for Gunnar Grems, the power back for the Wildcats. Grems has 84 carries on the season. 1st and 10, West Lyon. Ball on the Lions' 16-yard line. Power I to the right side here again. Second man through, that's Hoff. Sidesteps the first man. Carries up. Lutmer lowers the shoulder and knocks him to the ground after a pickup of 3. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. The problem for the Wildcats here is the clock just keeps ticking away with 5:45 to go in this third quarter. They trail 35-0. Wildcats break the huddle here. They come under center once again. Creighton looks over the backfield. Power I right side again. Now they shift. Grems goes left. Tate Hoff, he shifts early on the sweep, and the 5-yard penalty will walk it off. And they'll step it back. Tate Hoff was trying to get going early on the toss play and just shifted early. So now back to 2nd down and 12 for West Lyon. Clock on the move. Wildcats will send Vermeer wide to the left side this time. Power I behind Creighton. Now Vermeer is going to come back in tight. A little bit of confusion by the Wildcats on the offense. And a timeout will be called by West Lyon. 5:05 to go here in the third quarter. Lions come out. They take the opening kickoff of the second half, march it down the field. They score, go up by 35. West Lyon got a huge return on the ensuing kickoff, and they took it down to the 27-yard line, but the Lions defense is digging their heels in and making the Wildcats work for it with this running clock. Just over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wildcats trying to score and at least get it back to normal running time. The question is, if you get into a 4th down situation, do you let Anderson Trejo come in and kick the field goal to get you back under 35 and get the clock stopped? Or do you go for it on 4th down knowing that you trail by 35 points. Everybody in tight, double tights. They hand off right side. Tate Hoff, he carries it ahead, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 2 yards for Hoff on the run. Hoff now at 9 carries for 53 yards unofficially. And it is 3rd down and 10. West Lyon a big 3rd down on this one. We'll see if they go to the air. So far, Ryer Crichton is 1 of 4 passing for 3 yards and an interception. His one pass to the running back, Tate Hoff. They do like to use Darren Meyer, the tight end, in these situations. Twin backs sitting there behind Crichton. They're going to hand left side. Powered down there is Grems as he takes it down to the 12-yard line for 4 yards. We'll set up 4th down and about 6. It looks like the Wildcats will leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it. And now you're going to see a couple switches here on the offense. You're going to see Camden Cruz come in. He usually plays wide receiver, as well as Carson Hugavine. They're 2 leading receivers. So on 4th down and 6, Wildcats are going to stand in the shotgun. Trips right. Rolling out right side is Crichton. He's looking downfield, throws back across the shoulder, finds his man, Darren Meyer, for the touchdown. Darren Meyer, the 12-yard touchdown reception from Ryer Crichton. And the Wildcats have cut into the Lion lead and are finally on the board. With the touchdown, though, the Wildcats will stop the running clock as Trejo will come in to do the kicking. Trejo will step it off here now. Long, hard count here. Wildcats now, good snap, good hold. Trejo gets it up. And it is good. 3:31 to go here in the 3rd quarter. West Lyon gets on the board. Lions still lead 35-7. We'll be back with more of the Class 2A state quarterfinals on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Second down. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
Back at Dicknall Field here in Rock Rapids, Joel Viss with you on the Lion Broadcast Network. Thank you all for tuning in to us. Glad we could provide this coverage. A big thank you to our sponsors, Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Sanford Health, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, and the Pepsi Beverage Company, bringing you tonight's broadcast here on the Lion Broadcast Network. 35-7, Darren Meyer, a 12-yard touchdown reception. Cuts into the lead and stops the running clock. Now Trejo on to do the kicking duties here once again for the Wildcats. He'll give it a boot. Elbert will come underneath of it. He'll make the grab at the 16-yard line, goes straight up the sidelines, carries it across the 30-yard line, and knocked out of bounds at, well, they're going to say right at the 30 is where he stepped out. So the Lions will take over on offense here once again. Lions used the passing game to move it down the field on their last drive before punching it in with Lutmer. We'll see if the Lions go back to the running game here with 3:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. 35-7, CLGLR. Twins right, single man to the left here. Pistol formation for Lutmer. Even stands behind him. Handoff goes right side to Graham. Graham cuts it up the field, steps through a tackle, picks up a block from Vanderzee. 1st down and more Out to the 45-yard line, 15 yards for Eben. Graham Eben now with 6 carries for 126 yards here tonight. 1st and 10 Lions, clock on the move. Twins left, single man right this time. Pistol formation once again. Lutmer stands in the pistol. Eben stands behind him. Now they shift from right to left with the up back, and we've got a false start on the Lions. Big Max DeBoer shifting early for the Lions, and the false start will punch him back 5 yards. Max DeBoer, 6'2", 260 pounds. When he wiggles, it's noticed. So now 1st down and 15 back at the 40-yard line. Cool, chilly night here in Rock Rapids, but no wind, making it pretty comfortable. Good crowd on hand for both squads, and glad to have all of you watching who couldn't make the trip. Twins left, single right. Van Berkom shifts again, and the flags will fly again. And illegal procedure against the Lions again. And I do believe you're going to get Van Berkom on that. When he goes in motion, he needs to come set again for a full second before they hike the ball. And I don't believe that Van Berkom was set on that one, and that's why you got the penalty. So back-to-back false starts. The Lions going in the wrong direction. 1st down and 20. And once again, we shift. Van Berkom, 3rd time in a row. They got it right this time. Counter play goes to Eben. Not much doing, though, as he only picks up a yard. Out to the 36-yard line. 2nd down and 19 now. Lions have the clock rolling, though, with 1:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Big lead for CLGLR. The clock is definitely in their favor as they go 4 wide here on 2nd down and long. Shotgun formation, Lutmer back to pass. He's looking right side. Now he comes back across. He's got Vanderzee at the 50. Vanderzee is brought down. Camden Cruz on the tackle for the Wildcats. But a big gainer of 14 yards for Reese Vanderzee. Vanderzee now with 3 catches for 78 yards, has that touchdown. 3rd down and about 6 is the call. Ball just shy of the 50. They're going to put it at the 49, actually. 4 wide once again for the Lions. Lutmer, hard count, back to pass. He's going to tuck, he's going to run. Quarterback keeper, left side, 1st down and more. Lutmer sidestepping more. To the corner he goes. Lutmer's got blockers out in front. Down the sidelines, he runs out of bounds. Inside at the 15-yard line. And the Lions, another big play on 3rd down. 36-yard run for Zach Lutmer as he runs out of bounds at the 15. Lutmer nearing 200 yards on the night. He only needed 29 to go over 1,000 for the season. Him and Eben both over 1,000 yards, so 2,000-yard rushers on this football team as they set up again. Van Berkom shifting. They'll hand off left side. Eben right up the middle as he gets it down to the 11, maybe the knee down at the 12, it looks like, by the far side official. So 3 yards for Graham. That should do it for quarter number 3. As the clock will be at 15 seconds, Lions do not need to run a play. So a touchdown for each team in the 3rd quarter. But the Lions still have that big lead at 35-7. As we go to quarter number 4, live from Rock Rapids, we'll be back with more of the Class 2A state quarterfinals on the Lion Broadcast Network.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids for the start of quarter number 4. Central Lyon George Litterock, 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 12-yard line. 3 wide, 2 to the right side, single man left. Eben's going to go in motion. Quick swing pass out to him. Down the sidelines he goes. Gets a block from Vanderzee as he takes it inside the 5 to the 4. 8-yard pickup there for Lutmer to Eben. The Lions have gone to that one a lot here. West Lyon just keeps giving it to them. And the Lions take advantage. 1st and goal, CLGLR on the 3-yard line. Lions just watching the clock and using it all. Trying to go back up here and put running clock back on the Wildcats. I formation here for the Lions as Lutmer comes under center. Calls it out. He'll hand 2nd man through. That's Eben, and he trots in for the Lion touchdown. Graham Eben, his 2nd touchdown of the night, a 3-yarder, puts the Lions back on top, 41-7. With 11:19 to go. Lions looking to add the extra point here and put the clock back in running order, and this one will go in a fast hurry. CLGLR looking to punch their ticket to the Unidome in the state semifinals next Saturday. Good snap and hold. Kick is up from Matthew Deeren. It is good. 11:19 to play. 42-7. Lions on top. You're listening to the Class 2A state quarterfinals on the Lion Broadcast Network.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Back at Dicknall Field here in Rock Rapids, Joel Viss with you here on the Lion Broadcast Network. Into the final quarter here tonight. It'll be my final quarter here on the Lion Broadcast Network of the football season, as we will not follow the Lions to the semifinals. The Iowa High School Sports Network, they will have their live stream of that. It'll also be on local television for all of you Lion fans who choose to watch here. We hope that a horde of Lion fans make their way down to the Unidome next Saturday and check things out. And, well, that's obviously assuming there's not an absolute collapse here as the Lions lead 42-7 in the fourth quarter. But, so this will be our last broadcast. Man, I have totally enjoyed it each and every year. Even after 18 years, it's still a lot of fun being able to broadcast these games and watch these kids grow. And this is a special team, and glad to be a part of it. Matthew Deeren has the ball teed up here for the Lions. 3 deep men back for the Wildcats. Deeren will give it a boot. A deep kick will go to Selesky at the 14-yard line. Comes right up the middle of the field. He'll be wrapped up at the 28-yard line. Clock on the move here for West Lyon. Back into running time as the Lions were able to cash in on Graham Eben's second touchdown of the night. 4 different Lions have reached the end zone here tonight. Reese Vanderzee, Zach Lutmer, Caden Van Berkom, and Graham Eben. First and 10, West Lyon here as they break the huddle in the power I formation. They'll hand off up the middle. Mosier, no, they'll keep quarterback. Quarterback wrapped up and brought down in the backfield. Caden Van Berkom chasing him down from behind and wrapping him up for a 2-yard loss. Second down and 12 here now for West Lyon. Ball goes back to the 27-yard line. West Lyon taking their time here, showing no hurry. They'll come out 3 wide, though. Twins left, single-man right, shotgun formation for Crichton. Hoff stands off to his left, throw over the right side. Darren Meyer, the reception, takes it out to the 34-yard line. I'll give him the 35, so 8 yards for Darren Meyer. Meyer also had the touchdown reception in quarter 3. Third down and about 4 as the ball is just shy of the 35-yard line. Clock moving with 9.5 to play. Wildcats come back out in the shotgun here. They've got 3 wide, though, but they're all in tight. Fake the hand to Hoff, back to pass. Now here comes the pressure. Zakai Ditzworth coming down, bearing down, and a shovel pass is not going to happen as Zakai wraps him up and gets the sack. A Lion sack by Zakai Ditzworth brings the Wildcats back behind the chains, and they will be forced to punt this one away. An 8-yard loss on the sack. Fourth down, and Childress comes on to kick this one away again. Bryson receives it cleanly, and he boots it off the side of his foot. Short kick, angling towards the sidelines, and will bounce out of bounds at the Lion 43-yard line. Well, they'll say the 42, I guess. Clock still runs, 42-7. Lions with the lead, back on offense. They come onto the field. First down and 10, ball on the Lion 42-yard line. As the Lions will call the play in here. Twins right, single man left. It's Andrew Austin here on the bottom side of your screen. Pistol formation. Lutmer and Eben. Hands off to Eben over the right side. Graham still cutting, still working. Up the field he goes. He's got 7 yards as he carries it to the 49. Graham Eben having a great game here tonight again. As we said, both him and Lutmer over 1,000 on the season now. Second down and 3. Ball at the 49 now for the Lions. Clock moving at 7:15 to play in this fourth quarter. Lions will represent Lyon County proudly next week in the state semifinals. Who their opponent will be, we are not sure. Twins right, single left, shotgun formation. High snap. Lutmer still gets his hands on it. Off to Eben. Eben carries it up for the first down. He gets the 3 yards necessary as he crosses the Wildcat territory. West Lyon will end their season here tonight in Rock Rapids. 3 tough losses for them on the year, opening the season with a loss at Western Christian, and then 2 losses to the Lions on the year. A very successful year for them, 1 year removed from the state title game. The Lions will start making the substitutions. Some of the seniors will come in, and now the Lions will start calling timeout to get the subs in and try and get these players on the football field. Their final game for the seniors here tonight at Dicknall Field, and it's been a good one. They'll finish perfect 11-0 here on home turf before they go indoors and play in the Unidome. As the Lions celebrate and they get the second teamers in the game here, they'll get set up here on first down. And it looks like West Lyon will do a lot of the same. You'll start seeing a couple guys start rotating in for the Wildcats. And as the Wildcat season comes to an end, an honor it is to step onto the football field in a state playoff game, especially the state quarterfinals. You are one of the final 8. So the Lions' second teamers come onto the field. Senior quarterback Simon Konitschke in. Lane Kruger in at a tailback spot. Tyler Grieve, we heard from him in the Lions' Den earlier. Wyatt Krull out there as well. Heard from a lot of those guys. Ethan Hofert on the offensive line. Kruger right up the middle of the field. Has about a yard down to the 47-yard line. Nate Aaron's also in there at an offensive line spot. Good to see these seniors getting in. As I said, this will be our final broadcast on the Lion Broadcast Network, as we will not follow the Lions to the Unidome. They will be on the Iowa High School Sports Network. They'll be on local TV. You'll be able to catch them as well. Konitschke takes it ahead there, carries it down to the 45. 2 yards for Simon as he carries it down there. And, will they give them? No, they're going to bring it back to the 46. So just a yard for Simon on that. We'll set up 3rd down and 8. We hope you Lion fans make your plans to head down to the Unidome. As we said, the Lions will play next Saturday. Not sure on the opponent, not sure on the time. It'll be either 10 a.m. or 1 p.m. Twins right, single left. Konitschke stands in that pistol formation. He'll hand off Kruger left side. Kruger picks up a yard, and he'll be stood up by the Wildcat defense. And that'll bring the punt team on. Well, maybe not. Maybe they're going to leave the punt team off here, and they're going to let the offense take another play. Now they will send the punters out. So the Lions will punt here on 4th down at the Wildcat 45-yard line. Caden Van Berkom. Clock moving at 4:20 to go. Lions improve to 11-0 and will take that perfect record into the semifinals as Van Berkom punts it towards the sidelines. Bounces at the 19, takes a Wildcat hop, and it is downed. And it'll be down right at the 20-yard line. So West Lyon will take over, 1st and 10 from there. And we'll see who they bring on for their offensive sets. Looks like they've got a lot of the substitutions coming in as well. Bringing in the seniors. Lions will make some substitutions here on the defensive side. Seeing a lot of seniors out on the field here right now for the Wildcats. Spencer Vermeer coming in as well. Handoff over the right side does West Lyon, carrying it out ahead across the 25 to the 26-yard line. On the carry that time was Mason Vermeer, 5'10", 170-pound senior. So the Wildcats have made the substitutions, as a lot of these kids will be seeing their last time in the blue and white. Power I formation here once again. Quarterback is Carter Vermeer, the junior. Hands off trap play over the left side goes to Spencer Vermeer. And he goes for nothing. 0 yards on the gain. Will bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and 3 or 4. Clock moving at 2:25 to play here. Wildcats bringing in a few more players running onto the field. A couple of those other guys you see out there. Ethan Van Regenmorter on the offensive line, a senior. Wildcats pitch play over the right side. That goes to Martin Mosier. And Mosier carries it across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Going to be 7 yards for Mosier, enough for a Wildcat first down. And the Wildcats will move the chains here with 1:45 to play in the game. More substitutions coming in here now for the Wildcats. Also seeing up there at an offensive lineman, Elliott Snyder's, a 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. Tight end into the ball game. New tight end. Handoff is a keeper with the quarterback, and he will bust it up across the 40 to the 41 for a good 7 or 8 yards on that run. Carter Vermeer. Second down at about 3 with a minute to go in this one. The finishing touches being put on this one. A 42-7 win for the Lions over your arch rival to earn a spot in the state semifinals. It's a good one. Wildcats walk up under center here with Vermeer. Vermeer will turn around and he runs the trap play once again to Spencer Vermeer. He carries ahead for a yard. And that should do it here tonight. Third down and 1, just 20 seconds to go in the game. And the Lion fans hit their feet. It's time to celebrate. Central Lyon George Litterock is heading back to the Unidome for the 11th time in school history. An 11-0 record as they defeat West Lyon here in the Class 2A state quarterfinals. That'll do it here from Rock Rapids. Central Lyon George Litterock, 42-7 winner over West Lyon. We'll be back to wrap it up when we return to the Class 2A state quarterfinal matchup on the Lion Broadcast Network.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here!
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local Pizza Ranch.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
Back in Rock Rapids here at Dicknall Field, Central Lyon George Litterock advances to the state semifinals with a 42-7 win over West Lyon. Down on the field, we're getting set up. West Lyon will receive their state quarterfinal trophy, and a proud moment for the Wildcats here in the Final 8 in the state of Iowa in Class 2A. And the Wildcat seniors making their way up there. The Lions also on hand to show their respects to their arch rival and a great team. These teams have put on quite the battles over the years, and this time it's the Lions coming out on top. Dan Cruz, the Central Lyon athletic director, will come out onto the field to present the trophy. The Lions making their way to the semifinals, and the fans of Rock Rapids George Litterock and Dune, they'll be making their way as well.
For an outstanding season, the medals and trophy that you are receiving are in recognition of your fantastic season. Congratulations to Coach Roosevelt and the Wildcats for making it to the quarterfinal round of the Class 2A football playoffs.
And here comes the trophy presentation. The senior Wildcats will come out to receive the trophy from Coach Cruz. Nothing to hang your head about for this team. 8-3 on the year. 8 big wins, 3 losses, 2 of them to Central Lyon George Litterock and 1 to West Sioux, who was in the final 8 of Class 1A. And the Wildcats coming up short here tonight as their season comes to an end. Wildcats finished tonight here unofficially 34 carries for 94 yards on the ground. Passing the ball, they were 4 of 6, throwing the ball for 31 yards. So about 125 total yards of offense for the Wildcats. For the Lions, they came heavy, they came often. In that one, they finished with 30 carries, 332 yards on the ground. Zach Lutmer, 8 of 10 passing for 151, so 480 yards of offense for this Lion team who will improve their record to 11-0 and make their way down to the Unidome in the state semifinals. We hope you all can make your way there. Couple of reminders, Book Fair Hot Lunch Week next week here at Central Lyon, and FFA fruit sales end on Monday, so get your FFA fruit orders in over the weekend. As we said, this will be our final broadcast of the football season here tonight. I have enjoyed it immensely. It has been amazing. I love doing it. It's a great part of my life. It's a lot of fun to watch these kids grow over the years and get to this point. We do not make it to the semifinals for the broadcasting for multiple reasons, but in the same aspect, we will be there to watch and cheer on the Lions as well. You can tune in. They'll be on a local broadcast channel on TV, the Iowa High School Sports Network. They will have a live stream for you to watch if you want to do it from there if you can't make the trip. But we hope that the Lion faithful are down there and loud and proud, ready to rock the Unidome here. And we support it as the Lion fans hit the field, and they are going to celebrate here tonight a quarterfinal matchup win over West Lyon. My name's Joel Viss, alongside me, Jason Heiser. We are so glad to be able to provide this for you. A big thank you to our great sponsors, the Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Sanford Health, DeNoble Austin & Company, PC, and Pepsi Beverage Company, making our coverage all season long possible. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you in the Unidome.